As coming to the problem, if you see the problem in detail, it is a problem related to the short transmission line. How we know that it is a short transmission line? Because in the problem they have given that it is purely having series branch elements called impedance Z, which is equal to R and XL. Okay, and in the problem given data, they have given that first let us write the given data. The transmission line, it is receiving a power of, the power rate is to be transmitted and it will be sent to the receiving end side with a value of 1200 kilowatts. This was the transmitting power with a demanded voltage on the receiving end side as 11 kV. And the nature of the load was given clearly. The nature of the load is a lagging load with a power factor of cos phi r on the receiving end side with 0.8 magnitude power factor lagging. And the line is a single phase transmission line. This single phase transmission line is characterized with its loop resistance R given as 3 ohms in the problem. And similarly, the inductive reactance for this entire transmission line is also given as XL for the entire loop, which is equal to 4.5 ohms. Okay. Now they are asking us to find the magnitudes of Vs, sending end current Is, power factor cos phi s, and percentage regulation as well as efficiency. Total 5 quantities are to be calculated. They are Vs, Is, cos phi s, percentage regulation and efficiency. So the given data once again I am repeating. So this transmission line has to deliver the power of 1200 kilowatts on the receiving end side. PR is equal to 1200 kilowatts. And next VR, the receiving end voltage is equal to 11 kV. And the power factor of the load is 0.8 lagging, and it is a single phase transmission line having a resistance for the entire circuit to be as 3 ohms, and the inductive reactance for the loop value is 4.5 ohms. In this with this given data, we are now to calculate Vs, Is, cos phi s, percentage regulation and efficiency. So let us see what are the formulas. First step is to find out the receiving end current IR. Since it is a short transmission line, the same IR will be equal to Is. Simply I will call that as I, whose value and formula is IR is equal to power PR divided by VR cos phi r. The power PR is 1200 kilowatts in the problem. So 1200 into 10 power 3 divided by VR is 11 kV, 11 into 10 power 3, cos phi is 0.8. Simplifying in the calculator, you will get the current value called capital I as 136.36 amperes. This is the magnitude of the current. Okay. Once after getting the value of the current, we can able to calculate Vs from the phasor diagram formula. Just now we completed. What is that Vs? Vs formula is Vs is equal to square root of Vr cos phi r plus I into R whole square plus Vr sin phi r plus I into X whole square. This is the formula for Vs. Here we got plus and minus. In generalized, we will put it this as plus or minus. Plus is for lagging loads, because in the derivation part we took that load as lagging load, and minus sign we will be putting for leading loads. Okay. And next, let us substitute all the values to get the value of Vs. Check the values of Vs. Vs is equal to square root of Vr. What is Vr? 11 kV, 11 into 10 power 3 multiplied by cos phi r, power factor is 0.8 given, plus Okay, plus current I. What is current I? 136.36 into resistance of the entire circuit is 3 ohms. This entire part whole square plus VR sin phi r plus I into x whole square. So again next part is there. What is the next part? VR 11 kV, 11 into 10 power 3, okay, multiplied by if cos phi r is 0.8, what will be the sin phi r? Sin phi r is equal to 0.6 if we calculate, then its value will become here 0.6 plus I into x. What is I value in the calculation? 136.36 into x value. The x magnitude is 4.5 ohms. So this is 4.5 ohms whole square. Okay. Substituting this Vs formula and calculate in the calculator, then you will get the magnitude of this Vs as 11,698 volts. Means for this short transmission line, we are sending a voltage of 11,698 volts at the sending end side. After transmitting and the power in the entire transmission line, whenever it reaches to the receiving end side, it gives only 11,000 volts. What is the difference between these two? The difference is 11,698 minus 11,000 gives us 698. This 698 volts was dropped in the transmission line. Okay. So the first bit is completed, that is Vs. With the sending end current of Is, the magnitude is same, 136.36 amperes. So we got Vs and Is. Next we are going to see how to calculate this cos phi s. Directly we are having the formula for cos phi s. Cos phi s is equal to adjacent side of that right angle triangle, if you recall the formula, Vr cos phi r plus I into r divided by hypotenuse, that is Vs. Simplifying that, we will get this Vr as 11 kV, 11 into 10 power 3 cos phi r 0.8 plus I into r 136.36 into r value 3. This becomes the numerator divided by Vs 11,698 volts. Then cos phi s, what we will get the sending end power factor as 0.7892. 0.7872 lagging. This is the power factor on the sending end side. So this quantity is also completed. And next, coming to the percentage regulation. Coming to the percentage regulation, we will calculate that as percentage regulation is equal to, formula is VR naught minus VR by VR into 100. This is the formula. For this short transmission line, the VR naught is Vs. Vs minus VR by VR into 100. Substitute the values and get the percentage regulation. The percentage regulation is equal to Vs value, just now we got it, 11,698 minus VR value, 11,000 volts given there, divided by 11,000 into 100. Substituting and calculating in the calculator, you will get the magnitude as 6.34% regulation positive value. So like this we will get the regulation of the transmission line. Okay. And coming to efficiency, how to calculate the efficiency? The efficiency of the transmission line is equal to sending end power divided by receiving end power, PS, which is equal to PR by PR plus loss, which is equal to 1200 kilowatts is the receiving end power divided by 1200 into 10 power 3 plus the losses I square R. What is I square R losses? Its value is 136.36 square into R. R value is 3. So get the losses first. Add that losses to the receiving end power. take the ratio of these two, then you will get the transmission line efficiency. Okay, so it is approximated to 92%, can be calculated in the calculator. Okay. After seeing this problem, we have to go in detail about the theory once again. That is, if we check the transmission line of this short line, we are having the parameters like this: resistor, inductor with two terminals on either sides, called as sending end port Vs and receiving end port Vr. The difference between these two is created due to a current of I against a resistance of R and plus J XL. Then the difference of these voltages from no load to full load, VR0 minus VR, this is the difference voltage. The same thing can be written as Vs minus Vr for this short transmission line. For this short transmission line. Then this Vs minus Vr can be obtained with direct formula also, as the difference Vs minus Vr is equal to IR cos phi R approximated value plus or minus I into XL sin phi R. This is the difference drop. We can obtain, once obtaining this difference drop, which is similar to our transformer what you have already studied in the previous. In the previous semester, we will come to know that this is no load voltage and it is a full load voltage. These two differs in terms of this R2 plus JX2. There we got this magnitude of the difference Vs minus Vr as IR cos phi R plus or minus IXL sin phi R. Plus is for lagging loads, and minus is for leading loads. Plus and minus will varies with respect to the power factor. Okay. Then verify the percentage regulation. The percentage regulation is difference of the potential drops, that is IR cos phi R plus or minus IXL sin phi R by VR into 100. To achieve an ideal case called percentage regulation to be 0, what is the condition? That we have to derive now. So in general, the 0 regulation happens always in leading power factors. Then I have to consider minus symbol here. Thereby, whenever I say that regulation is 0, the numerator part of this formula will become 0 with negative side consideration. Why we are considering negative sign? Because the 0 regulation happens in leading power factor case. Thereby, for 0 voltage regulation, the condition what we get is IR cos phi R minus IXL sin phi R. This drop will be 0. That is the indirect meaning of the regulation 0. Whenever this is 0, I will send this negative part to this side, will become positive. And I will be cancelled out on both sides. Then we will get R cos phi R is equal to XL sin phi R. Okay. Then sin phi R by cos phi R, rearranging the terms. Sin by cos, which is equal to R by XL. Okay. Therefore, this is called as sin by cos is nothing but tan. Tan phi R corresponding to a condition called 0 regulation, that is regulation is 0. 0 regulation, it is nothing but the ratio of R by XL. Then the phase angle phi R at which the regulation becomes 0 is tan inverse of R by XL. This is important formula. Let it be equation 1. So that is important formula where we will get the phase angle with 0 regulation condition. Okay. Phi is equal to phi R corresponding to regulation 0 is equal to tan inverse of R by XL. In some problems we may expect us, they may ask us to find out When do that regulation will become 0? At what power factors will the regulation will become 0? Then from this condition, we can get the power factor also. How to get the power factor? From this triangle, as all of us know, the impedance triangle is there. Let me apply this condition. Tan phi is equal to R by XL. This is the condition what we get. And this is phi R corresponding to the condition. Tan theta is equal to opposite side by adjacent side. Means as per the condition derived, opposite side should be R and adjacent side should be XL. Then this will be Z, which is equal to square root of R square plus XL square. Then let me write here power factor cos phi corresponding to zero regulation. Its value is equal to, apply cosine to this right angle triangle. Cos theta is equal to adjacent side by hypotenuse. That is XL by Z. This is the formula. So once again I repeat. So power factor at which zero regulation occurs, it is equal to XL by Z, where Z is equal to square root of R square plus XL square. How the performance parameters called efficiency and regulation is going to affect with power factor of the load. So previously we discussed that the performance parameters of the transmission line are efficiency and percentage regulation. Now we are going to see how these two performance parameters called efficiency and regulation are varying with respect to the variation of the power factors. So for that purpose, let us see the transmission line which is delivering a power of PR watts with a voltage of VR on the receiving end side. Okay, and in our letter notation we know that IR and cos phi R are the current and power factors on the receiving end side. So the magnitude of the current in this transmission line on the receiving end side is given by IR is equal to PR by VR cos phi R. As I told you, for an amount of power transformation of PR value which is constant at a stiff voltage of VR, therefore these two are constants and the current in the transmission line is inversely proportional to the power factor. If at all if the power factor is decreased, then the magnitude of the current in the transmission line gets increased being inversely proportional. If the current increases, then all of us know that the transmission losses called 3IR square into the resistance per phase, this magnitude gets increased because of increasing of this current. Since the current increases, thereby the transmission losses increases. If the losses are increasing in the transmission line, obviously the efficiency goes on decreasing. Finally, we can say that the efficiency decreases with the reduction in the power factor of the load. Therefore, this power factor is going to affect the efficiency in this way by giving the reduced values of the efficiencies. That is why we have to see that the load power factors should not decrease prescribed. Load power factors should not be decreased beyond certain value for making this transmission efficiencies to be better one. Similarly, let us see how the regulation is going to vary with variation of this power factors. As we know that the percentage regulation, it is equal to IR into R cos phi R plus or minus IR into X sin phi R by VR. So the transmission line components or parameters called resistance and reactance are constant. Thereby the magnitude of the current and power factors are variables for a fixed voltage of VR. So now let us see how the regulation is going to affect with the variation of this power factors. So if the cos phi of the load decreases, then we come to know here that if the power factor decreases, the current magnitude gets increased. The same thing holds good here also. Thereby, the current on the receiving end side or the transmission line circuit gets increased. If the current increases for a fixed amount of the impedance called R plus JXL, then the ohmic drop called as IR into R plus JXL gets increased. That is, the voltage drop in the transmission line is increasing with decreasing of power factor. If the voltage drop increases, then on the receiving end side, we won't get the demanded voltage. There is a large deviation in the percentage of regulations. Therefore, finally we can conclude that the efficiency gets decreasing and the regulation gets poor if the power factor cos phi r gets decreasing. That is why we have to check periodically to maintain the power factors within a prescribed limits. We should not decrease the power factor of the loads beyond certain value. If it is happening, the reduction of the power factor, immediately the efficiency and regulations gets affected in this way. So up to here we discussed about the short transmission line performance in terms of efficiency and regulation. Also, previously we have discussed how to solve the mathematical problem on this short transmission line in calculating the efficiency and percentage regulation. Now we extend our concept towards the calculation of the same efficiency and regulation for a three-phase line.